glad you guys are here today. So today's going to be a great topic about benevolence and about victory. And I think that all these little steps are going to be important. And once you realize that you already do them, even the more the better. You know, it's just about recognizing it. And I can't wait to get to that topic. But we'll start with the morning prayers.
Muy calm, Through Ifa, children. We come to the children. We are going to our head of longevity and decoration of Shay. Alone me, cool peaceful water, cool tranquil water. The path of heaven and earth, earth and heaven, the ocean takes that road to be very good man, being happy, thoughtful, living life. I'm going to take a lonely tutu as a wife. It would be a laugh will not allow a lonely tutu to die as you done. This abomination is also heaven with ladies, very delicate water has introduced to her man. I mean, tutu Ashe, tutu Ashe. May she be cool and not injured, Ashe. Iba Ashe, a camera, Iba Ashe to the universe. Iba to Olodumare, owner of heaven. Iba to Ori, the venerated head. Iba to Orishan Larisha, king of the white cloth. Iba to Eshu Odara. Iba to Ariela Olumila Ifa, witness of fate, second in command only to Olodumare. Iba to Javier Shango. Iba to Javier Sanju. Iba to Ohun, great warrior, great blacksmith. Iba to Yansa, Epa Yansa, mother of Nile. Iba to Imoja, mother of fishes. Iba to Nana Maruku. Iba to Odu. Iba to Odu, a brightness standing. Iba to Ocean. Yayo, Oreo. Iba to Oba. Iba to Enrile. Iba to Orisha Ajay, owner of the shaded market stall. Iba to Ibeji, spirit of the twins. Iba to Osain, running faster on one leg than most run on two. Herbal deity. Iba to Osain. Iba to Obaluaye, owner of the Texas. Iba to Orisha Oke of the hill, Obona. Iba to Oko, other in the land of Irabo. Iba to Oshimare. Iba to Oluweri. Iba to Senten Tesoro. Iba to Olokun, owner of the sensitive waters. Iba to Ochosi, country Binashi. Iba to all the Risha, all the Rumale, that we know their names and don't know their names. Iba to all of our ancestors on our mother's lineage, ancestors on our father's lineage. Iba to Mother Earth, Ilea, she combed her hair with a hoe. Iba to Ebe, our heavenly mate, Muso. Iba to Igami, elders of night, memorial mothers. Iba to Ashada, Iba to Akoda. Iba to Iya, Iba to Baba, mothers and our fathers. Iba to our teachers, elders and guides. Iba to Oluwo, Iba to Babalawo, Iba to Iyanifa, Iba to Olorisha. All of the teachers, Iba to Olubona, Iba to all of the teachers and our elders and our guides. Iba to Shulabadi Popola, to Iba to Obola, to Iba Bakola, all of the teachers that teach with our master teacher, Chief Bola, and all of Chief teachers. Iba to all of nature, the trees, the earth, the plants, the winds, the waters. Iba to the minerals and the metals. Iba to all the animals, all the people, all of nature, all the cosmos. Iba all that has us here, all that of the wisdom that has been preserved, the time that we are here to share and to learn. Iba to Ashe. Ejiobe. He who please. And accepts it, please. He who hears people's pleas. And approves of the pleas. He who talks to people. And ensures that the talk is completely absorbed. He who hears people's pleas. Accepts their pleas. Is the name of Ifa Arumila. He who hears people's pleas. And approves is the name given to Eshu Odara. He who talks to people. And ensures that the talk is completely absorbed. Is the name given to Orisha.
The name given shine light.
Shine light.
Or you shine light.
You are the one who molds human beings.
You are the one that molds human beings.
The person who molds one
The one who molds one
can never fail to impress one.
can never fail to impress one.
A striped frog is the one who saw.
The striped frog is the one who summons
The
rainbow.
bullfrog is the one who summons downpour.
The bullfrog is the one who summons downpour.
It's whatever the headed palm tree root
It is whatever the canopy palm tree root
tells the earth
tells the earth
is what the earth accepts.
is what the earth is.
Whatever the big rat tells the earth
Whatever the big rat tells the earth
is what the earth accepts.
is what earth accepts.
All that we tell you, Ifa.
All that we tell you is five.
Please accept them and approve them.
Please accept them and approve.
Ashe. Obunda Owonri.
Obunda Owonri.
The ocean was full to the brim.
The ocean was full to the brim.
The lagoon was full to capacity.
The lagoon is full to capacity.
Alasan was going to Asan.
Alasan was going to Asan.
Alasan was going to Asan.
Alasan was going to
The Awo on the top of the rock.
The Awo on the top of the rock.
The elders thought over the matter.
The elders thought over the matter.
And realized it was no longer favorable.
And realized that it was no longer favorable.
They grew their mustaches over their faces.
They grew their mustaches over their faces.
They spread their beard over their chests.
And spread their beards firmly across their chest.
These 3-5 declarations to Isheshe.
This was the 5 declarations to Isheshe.
To every head of the Oroko.
To every head of the Oroko.
And Ileife.
And Ileife.
What is one Isheshe?
What is it?
Olodumare is one Isheshe.
Olodumare is one Isheshe.
It is Isheshe we ought to peace.
It is Isheshe we ought to peace.
Before peace in any Orisha.
Before peace in any Orisha.
One's mother, one's father, one's Isheshe.
One's mother, one's father, one's Isheshe.
Isheshe we ought to peace.
It is Isheshe we ought to peace.
Before peace in any Orisha.
Before peace in any Orisha.
One's Ori is one's Isheshe.
One's Ori is one's Isheshe.
It is Isheshe we ought to peace.
It is Isheshe we ought to peace.
Before peace in any Orisha.
Before peace in any Orisha.
The male genital organ, the female genital organ is one's Isheshe.
The male genital organ is one's Isheshe.
It is Isheshe we ought to peace.
It is Isheshe we ought to peace.
Before peace in any Orisha.
Before peace in any Orisha.
Please let's the peace Isheshe.
Please let us peace Isheshe.
It is Isheshe we ought to peace.
It is Isheshe we ought to peace.
Before peace in any Orisha.
Before peace in any Orisha.
Isheshe of our mother's lineage.
Isheshe of our mother's lineage.
Isheshe of our father's lineage.
Isheshe of our father's
May
lineage.
they all give approval to this Evo.
May they all give approval to this Evo.
It is Isheshe we ought to peace before peace in any Orisha.
It is Isheshe we ought to peace before peace in any Orisha.
Ashe. Tura, Otura Irete.
Otura Irete.
To show gratitude upon gratitude.
To show gratitude upon gratitude.
The awo of all gratitude.
Is the awo of all gratitude.
To display benevolence upon benevolence.
To display benevolence upon benevolence.
Is the awo of all benevolence.
Is the awo of all benevolence.
Whoever does not show gratitude for yesterday's favors.
Whoever does not show gratitude for yesterday's favors.
Such a person will not receive today's gratuity.
Such a person will not receive today's gratuity.
Here is the 5 declarations to the 400 Rumole.
This will be 5 declarations to the 401 Rukulim.
Going to marry Okwe.
When going to marry Okwe.
The daughter of Orisha Bubuji.
The daughter of Orisha Bubuji.
They also declared the same to Orumila.
They also declared Orumila.
I'm going to marry Okwe.
I'm going to marry Okwe.
The daughter of Orisha Bubuji Obala.
The daughter of Orisha Bubuji Obala.
I'm very grateful.
I am very grateful.
I receive my gratuity.
I receive my gratuity.
Oturi Rete, we are very grateful.
Oh, we are very
We
grateful.
shall receive today's gratuity.
Shall we receive today's gratuity?
Awa dupe, awa bure. We come to receive our gratitude, we come to express our gratitude. Ashe. Those are blessings from Olodumare, Oriani, and Legumosha. Ashe.
You want me to do it? You got it. Irosune tutu. Pounding yak can be difficult to consume.
Pounding yak without soup can be difficult to consume.
Give me 5 generations to a tutu. The child of Agni Regum. He was filled with that character. That attitude had prevented him from coming into Ifa's domain. Now, we have come to listen on behalf of the tutu. We have come to beg on behalf of the tutu. Father, please be patient over this provocation. Arugula responded that those of you who come to listen on behalf of the tutu, that those of you who are begging on behalf of the tutu, how many children does Ifa have that he would cast one out? Those who beg on behalf of the tutu. Right? Okomeji, yep. The king that most human beings. The king that most human destiny. The king that supports and assists human beings. The king that most human character. The king that most human beings is the name given to Orishama. The king that most human destiny is the name given to Orumila. The king that supports and assists human beings is the name given to one Ori. The king that supports and assists human beings is the name given to one Ori. The king that most human destiny is the name given to the king that most human character is the name given to Olodumare. The king that most human character is the name given to Olodumare. Orangumeji. I call upon you by your formula which is known as Efa. Words will have an organizing one's life. Words will have an organizing one's life. I know one's life to be rewarded. Come and help us life. All the things of life. It is impossible to the depth of the sea. It is impossible to the depth of a river. All what I'm doing. Do not let even me to the people in me. Oh, Rocco Magic. Call upon you by your formula. Please let my matter be fruitful and rewarding in my life forever and ever.
Bimo duro, Timo sure, Bimo bere, Timo sure, Bimo kule, Timo sure, Bimo joko, Timo sure, Ire Timo suori tigo, Bimo duro. If we stand up and pray, if we bend down and pray, if we kneel down and pray, if we sit down and pray, oh, these will hear all our prayers. Please, everybody here and at home, hold on to your heads. Orieni laureni o, Orieni laureni. Mofio uro, mofio mori, Orieni laureni. Ones of these must feel like, oh sorry, go ahead. Orieni laureni. down to all success. One Dodi is one good luck charm to all success. We wake up in the morning, we hold on to our heads. Because one Dodi is one good luck charm to all success. Odi, please continue to support us in everything that we do. Help us understand what brings us Ire and what does not bring us Ire so we can follow that model. Odi, please help us to absorb what you have for us today so that we continue to feel victorious in our lives, whether it be big or small. Alright, we're just gonna do a little meet and greet, get a new name, you know, meet someone new. We'll wait.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody.
They gotta earn that.
I gotta earn it.
Get on my way, I'm trying to go back.
Good morning, everybody. I'm so sorry they took you back, bro. What I haven't been first.
Okay.
Some with the kids, some without. You know, you can bring the kids to both. There's a pool party at my apartment. And then there's a summer night, it's a music night in Chinatown. Yeah.
Do it.
I'm down. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. How are you?
All is well.
Oh my God, those cupcakes! I'm gonna text you. Them cupcakes was like.
There was two.
Y'all put some little extra in there.
No, you gotta go on Shark Tank.
Because somebody forced me to take two home, and I was like, I don't want them.
Which one did you eat? The Oreo?
I took them. I took an Oreo and I took an apple. Oh my God!
It's like this color. It was like nice.
Oh God, y'all did.
How are you? Sorry, Papa's not here. He's traveling.
Oh, he's traveling.
Yeah. How are you? Your hair is so pretty. Hi. Oh, yeah, I know. Not too many hugs. Not too many hugs. I know. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Bob is traveling. Where's Bob at?
He's in Chicago.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
His son's there, so.
Sure. No, you go first. All right.
Let's make it go. Thank you. Good morning, Alicia. Good morning. Good morning. Carrie Ambu, good morning. Oh, okay. Hi, my name is Justice. Good morning, everybody. I'm going to give you quick announcements. Our first announcement is, Ibori Day. We're going to be doing Ibori Day with the catfish. It is bring your own catfish. There is a fish market not too far from here. You just have to take a bucket, a container, ice chest, whatever to put the catfish in. So we're still getting that date squared away. So be on the lookout for that. Our second announcement is Chief will be in town in August, correct? August? Mm-hmm. He will be here in August. He's just coming for we just come talk, have a talk with us. Reach out if you want more information. And then our monthly class is still also on the horizon. Bob is out of town right now, but we will get that class to and for you. So I'm going to call up our first speaker. Okay.
What other announcements? Are we missing anything else for announcements wise?
We wish Father safe travels.
Maybe another thing to just another thing that we could reminders that if you have any questions, folks that are here and online, there's designated people for that, so make sure you connect on that level, and make sure that you kind of speak to the temple members and make sure that you're on board with what's happening. Any little questions, any big questions you have, how you can participate, how you can be a part of this to help this grow. It's very important here and at home. So it doesn't matter if you live here or not, tap in, make sure that you're connected and find out ways that you could also be support and a part of what's going on if you're not here in person.
And if you have any temple topics you want to talk about, hear about, if you want to get up here and have something on your heart, please, it's open. Just let us know. So we'll call up you, Danielle, for a little something.
Hey everybody, good morning.
You okay?
Also, one more thing, we have prayers on Wednesdays and Saturdays.
That's right.
Zoom calls, early morning, at crack of dawn. We get up and pray together, and it's really fun because Baba gives us an Odu that we chat about, and it's fun. So, good morning. Today's topic's about victory and like practical steps, and Ifa gives us a lot of practical steps for the challenges that we have in our lives, overcoming them. It's not a one-way type of thing. It's based on our destiny. So Ifa encourages us to seek out our destiny, to know our destiny, to know our plan, to know our mission in life. Olodumare gave us each a mission. Olodumare designed us uniquely so that we can achieve its will and our destiny through our Ori. So, from a long-range shove, which is our reading of the year, please repeat after me. The kneecap with its thick skin.
The kneecap with its thick skin.
The neck of a gourd.
The neck of a gourd
is to be broken to accommodate. Contents. They were the awo. Who cast Ifa. For Olukoshi. Okwe. The child of God, the sanctuary. He was advised to offer Ebo. He complied. If death is approaching. And looking for me. Awi molobon. Which means he who teaches wisdom. Please come to my rescue. Okweshi. Nla. Please protect me. You are the child of God, the sanctuary. If affliction is approaching and looking for me. Awi molobon. Please come to my rescue. Okweshi. Nla. Please protect me. You are the child of God, the sanctuary. If contention is approaching and looking for me. Awi molobon. Please come to my rescue. Okwe. Shinla. Please protect me. You are the child of God, the sanctuary. When we look at victory, when we look at the adversities that we have in life, it can be tempting to see ourselves as victims. It can be tempting to be like, well, why is this happening to me? Why are these people against me? Why are these things happening to me? It's very distracting from our mission when we have, conspirators, when we have just a lot of stuff going on in the world as well. Whether it's happening to us personally, our friends, our loved ones, whether it's happening in our towns, our country, and in the world. So what Ifa really wants us to do is pray and always focus on God, on Olodumare. It's actually a rare thing in these days. I think today we're taught that everything, all the drama that's happening in the world is more real than Olodumare. There's nothing more real than Olodumare. There's nothing more real than the spirit that's inside of us. There's nothing more real than our mission. There's nothing more real than our Ori and the Odu and the information that Olodumare put inside of us to live out, to grow through. And that's what I want to remind us. Is just to stay focused. It's a lot of distractions. It's very difficult to stay true. It's even difficult to even know what's your truth. Everyone's telling us, do this, you're this, do that. Everyone's telling us who we are. But no one can tell us who we are except for Olodumare. No one can tell us except for Odu, which is the mouth, the word of Olodumare. Everything else is either an assistant and supporter of that or a distractor. But we need to thank the distractions as well and not see ourselves as victims. Every single challenge that we have is a strength builder. The more focused that I can be on my mission when everything's trying to knock me down is going to make me stronger. Everything that pushes me down, every moment that I have to sit down and heal myself or reflect on myself, those are moments that are making me wiser. When I get back up, I'm going to be that much more efficient at my duty, at my assignment. I'm going to be that much more helpful to my community. So we want to have gratitude for our setbacks, for people who come for us. Always, I don't know always, but most recently, I see my enemies as teachers, and I pray for them. I pray to them. I say, thank you for teaching me. I'm becoming so wise. I'm becoming so strong, Keep doing what you're doing. Keep up the great work. Because it's making me such a beautiful person, and I really feel the Olodumare. I would really encourage us to, there was some stuff that came to me on this topic, but the Odu is beautiful. It's talking about just always referencing back whenever something happens, an affliction, which is like a sickness. I feel like, oh, I'm sick, how am I dealing with this? Just stay focused on your creator, which is the author of our mission, or co-author, let's call it like that, co-author of our mission. When we lose things or we're lacking in funds or we're lacking in energy, just rely on the source of energy, which is our co-author of our destiny. It's awesome. We can always re-up, we can always connect with our source, which is God or Olodumare. They call it God, but that's the limiting word. It's Olodumare, it's the owner of the calabash of the universe. So I would say let's try to know our mission. If we don't know our mission, let's try to find out why we're here. What's our intention to be here? But also, this is what came to me. So two whys, two ducks basically. Why am I in the situation I am today? So we want to take responsibility for the situation we're in today and know why we got to be here. Every reaction we had to a situation that was outside of us is what we did to get there. We can't account for, natural disasters. Everything is a natural disaster outside of yourself. So everything that we did to respond to natural occurrences, which is humans, afflictions, losses, things like that, is how we got to be where we are. Then we need to know our why as to what we want to achieve our mission. So we still need to know the what. Ifa helps us to know what our destiny is. I'm very grateful that we're here because I don't know what I would do without knowing having that type of direction is very key. I'm not to say that we don't have direction without our Odu, but it's very helpful in helping us articulate it and stay accountable to it. So we want to know what our mission is. We should write it out. It should be edited, meaning your mission's going to evolve as you get more information and as you grow and you accomplish certain things. You could check that off. Your mission's going to change, but we want to write it out, look at it, and revise it. Know our purpose statement, and then we want to know why. Why are we at where we're at today in relation to that we're trying to achieve, and why do we want to keep going to achieve, to be what we're trying to achieve is to become a better person and to be a person worthy of our destiny. That is going to help us do the things that are supposed to be done with that destiny as we become the person. So how we become that person is by checking in with Olodumare every single day, every single moment, if we can get to that level. We want to check in with Olodumare because that's really a reflection of who we are. It's our co-author of our destiny, and that's what a wondering show is reminding us today. So we'll go ahead. Now comes Makandra.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi again. So today I'm gonna be short and sweet. I'm gonna start with a quote today, and the quote is, "The ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, where he stands at times of challenge and controversy." And that quote comes from Martin Luther King. I really like that because it's something I've thought about before. Like who you are is not who you are when you're like in comfort or convenience. Like it says, it's like who you really are and all these hard things we go through and who we are at our core. It comes out through challenge and controversy. It comes out when things are really, really hard. So today the topic is Victory Through Ifa, practical tips on managing life's challenges. And I'm going to be pulling from the Odu Iwori Ogunda, so if you can repeat after me. Iwori Ogunda.
Iwori Ogunda.
We now chose our destiny.
We now chose our destiny.
On reaching the earth.
On reaching the earth.
We became impatient.
We became impatient.
There is no rejection.
There is no rejection.
Of any mischosen destiny.
Of any mischosen destiny.
These were the declarations of Ifa.
These were the declarations of Ifa.
For Ilegunda.
For Ilegunda.
Ayapi.
Ayapi.
When coming into the world and weeping in lamentation.
When coming into the world and weeping in lamentation.
For his inability to acquire all of life's array.
For his inability to acquire all of life's array.
He was advised,
He was advised to offer a bow.
and he complied.
And he complied.
The matter is not for any egu.
The matter is not for any Ogun.
Neither is it for any Orisha.
Neither is it for any Orisha.
It is a matter of one's Ori and destiny.
It is a matter of one's Ori and destiny.
That was the Odu. And so we all know how challenging life can be sometimes. We know the struggles that we face. They come in many shapes and forms. All of us have different struggles. Some things that you may struggle with, I may not. Some things I may struggle with, you may not. It's all person-based. And in that Odu, was talking about how it's not a matter of ego. It's not a matter of Orisha. It's a matter of our own Ori and destiny. We are come here with a purpose. We come here with a mission. And Olodumare, God, never ever said that mission was easy. He never said, like, if this was easy, like, why would we just stay in heaven? Like, why would we come down to earth and go through these things? Like, why would it be easy? Why ever would life be easy? I ask myself that question all the time because I wonder, like, why can't life just be easy? But then it's like, if it's easy, then what's the point? You know? So like I was saying, we all have our own things to accomplish in this life. It was never meant to be easy. Think of it like the gym. In order to see gains, in order to get muscle, in order to see any progress in the gym, you have to lift heavy weights. You have to run those miles, and that is not easy. So it's very similar. It's like if you want to see gains, if you want to see progress, it's going to be hard. And so this is less of tips, more so of a reminder that life is hard and it's okay. We all struggle with certain things. It is important to take an intense look at yourself. You have to learn the good and you have to learn the bad. Many of the tools that we need to succeed are already within us. There's not something somebody can give us. There's not something somebody can sell to us. There's not something that somebody can tell us that is not already within us. You know, maybe somebody may sell something or tell you something that may spark something, but that's already inside of you. So it's really important that we all take a really intense look at ourselves, our skills, and where we lack. So the hard things are incredibly hard, and I know. It can feel impossible to overcome. But the reward of that is incredibly rewarding, you know. I don't think God would challenge us in certain ways if a magnificent reward was on the other end. I don't think God works like that, right? But we have to be willing to work hard. We have to be ready to endure these difficult times. And, you know, like I was saying, the heart is incredibly hard. Like, even for me, growing up, I was in foster care. I feel like the odds were very much stacked against me. Like, I had little to no support. I had my mom, I call her my mom, but she's my foster mom. I had my grandparents, which were her parents. But they've passed on. My mom's now almost 80. It's like I'm losing the people who actually know me or knew me, right? I don't have a big family. Just like, by all accounts, life for me was very hard. But where I am today, I am so grateful for everything that I've gone through. I'm so grateful for how it shaped me to be here. I'm so grateful that it's brought me here to Ifa. I'm just so grateful for who and where I am. And without my difficult story, it's like, how would I be able to appreciate and accept and understand and be grateful for the things that I have or don't have, whatever, if I didn't have it difficult? And I thank God for that. So I just want to end out by like just praying for all of us, and I just want to pray for all of us. I want to ask God, with the Mother, the Alicia, the ancestors, all of the spirits that have a vested interest in our life, to just come to our lives and help us to have victory. Help us to have victory over ourselves, because that's the most important part. Help us to learn ourselves. Help us to overcome the things that may be setting us back. Help us to overcome sadness, loneliness, depression. Help us to understand that this is all for a reason, and it's to make us better. And it's not even just for us, it's also for our lineage. When we do better, our whole lineage does better. So I just pray that we all have victory. And again, this sermon was less tips and more so of a reminder that life is hard. Things are hard. Especially when you get into Ifa and you initiate it. Because Ifa, not to get off, but Ifa is wisdom, right? So you think about the Orisha, like Oshun or Shango or Ogun, and you can see a person like, oh yeah, that's an Ogun person, oh yeah. But Ifa, we're here in Ifa because it's wisdom and we're wise. And wisdom is not always fun. Wisdom is not always like, now I know that thing, I can go solve the world. It's like, now you know that thing, and actually things have gotten a lot harder. It's not easier. But we are here to learn and to grow and to do better, not for ourselves, but also for those in our past, our lineage, those who are coming after us. We have to do better, and we have to overcome ourselves to pass and move on. And yes, thank you guys.
Thank you.
I'm going to call it. Yeah, did you have something to say? Okay, call it.
Eriwoya.
Ayabo, ayato.
Eriwoya.
Ayabo, ayato.
Eriwoya.
Ayabo, ayato. Ayaje, ayamu.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
So, you know, I'm gonna start with what you talked about early in the morning. She said, well, I have, Danielle said today in the morning, it was really good. She said, I have a way of knowing your lies. I want to talk about it because it fits on what we're talking about today. When you see the connection of these things and what you're talking about, you understand, because like I said earlier, you'll start to see that you're already doing some of these things. You know? I want to go over some practical definitions, and then I'm going to go to the answer of how do we know that people are alive? Like, well, yes, you know, we talked about wisdom coming and protect me. Yes, Danielle's Odi. We talked about, you know what? Odi Orisha had a story. They all had a story. We're not worshiping them. We're following their story so we can learn from them, because that's the wisdom that Olumila brings. Okay? This last part is to really understand. Makanjola talked about this, is about our own victory. It's not a victory of people or a victory of over things or I'm better than you, but it's an internal victory. And I think that as I'm growing in this, the more we understand those people who are in our lives that care about us enough will be the ones to say it to you. Akishana, you need to grow in this area. Okay. It's the way that we hear it that makes us accept it or not. That is part of understanding what those victory are. What a victory to have someone in my life like that. What a victory to have someone that will take the time out and say, hey, you know what? We can do better here. So I want you to, tell your audience this really quick. It's not about you being better than anybody. It's about you being better than the you yesterday. Say it one more time. It's not about you being better than anybody. It's about you being better than you were yesterday. Okay? I'm sorry. So let's go over the definition of victory is. You know, the little practical tips. You got some tips. You know what I mean? Follow your OD. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do we know we're alive? We need people. Olodumare is there, but Olodumare is using us. We are the tools, right? And so find your people. Find out that they are alive. How do we do that? We might text, we might call. This is for me too. Like, we might say, how you doing? Because good people are important in our lives. And to differentiate the two is what the job is. It's hard to find. Are you for me or against me? You know, like, how do you tell? Are you holding me back or you really want to see me grow? How do you know?
Right.
All right? So victory is the achievement of mastery or success in a struggle or endeavor against odds or difficulties. Right? It's not me, you know, the Olymp happened and, you know, people all over the world, I love this part. I watch it. All over the world, they get together and they've been working hard. Basketball's Olympics, like shot put, soccer, you know what I mean? And they've been working hard for their games, right? And then they're like, well, how do you test it? Well, Puerto Rico's gonna play soccer against Brazil. They're gonna get whooped because Puerto Rico doesn't have a soccer. We got a soccer team, but we're not as good. We're just starting to build. We have to think it about that in that sense. There's people who in the world who've been doing this for eons. And there's people, us, who are learning and beginning. We're not born in that culture, but the culture's born in us. And we're trying to follow it. We're trying to find it. Okay? That's the victory against the achievement of mastery or success in a struggle or endeavor against odds or difficulties. What's the odds you got going on? What are those difficulties? How are you organizing yourself to handle it? Check this out, though. Victory is nothing without benevolence.
Say it again.
Right? Victory is nothing without benevolence. That's the small knickknacks that you just talked about. Well, Akishana, benevolence again? I'm glad you asked because we have to revisit this. Benevolence is the disposition to do good, an act of kindness, and a generous gift. It's just to be kind, bro. Just be kind. We don't know what people's walks are. You'll hear that a lot. And just to find hello, regardless of how they react to it, they say, how do you back? You're being that. That's a small victory. Right? So, how do I say that in a way that we can put it all together? Let's put it like this. We know for certain who we love. But we are not for certain who loves us. We're not for certain of that. And that can be hard to hear because, again, going back, we don't know who's for us and against us. Right? But we internally, like, I know in my body, I'm in here looking out these windows, and I'm like, I know who I love, but I don't know who's for me or against me. I don't know that. I don't know that. You know, and some people don't understand that the acts of kindness are ways to show it. Like, I appreciate people working hard to get here all the time. And if you can't, you do your best. That's all you're being asked to do. And if you can't go, hopefully it's a good reason, you know? Because there's a lot of people who are not here who will watch this video online at the end of the week to get a message. Right? Okay. So, Ifa, however, says that it is the duty of all those who inspire to be Omoluabi to measure. Oh, I'm sorry. I got that part off. It's our job to mend. It's our job to mend. And those who aspire to be Omoluabi should be menders. That's a practical step to victory. What are you mending? All right? You're mending anything your lineages have spoiled. You heard me? Like, you're mending all the relationships that were spoiled and those who decided to stick around. Because at the end of the day, even though it's hard, they love you and they're still here. Right? That's another way, an act of kindness that you know that people actually are for you. I'm still going to be around. My job. I don't like you, but I gotta work with you. Right? It happens on a daily. We have to be professional about things. We gotta keep ourselves together, our personal, not let it seep. We must continue to do this until we have the cause to celebrate triumph. Good over evil. We gotta keep doing this till you say, hey, I did it. Holy crap, I did it. You know, like that sense. Like I was talking to earlier today when I came in, I said, little Baba, I saw you looking at the wall today. He was like, I didn't want to come today. Just acknowledging what you are having trouble with is part of victory. It shows regardless of what we're doing, it's hard. Some of us probably don't want to be here today. But there's people who prepare for today that are no longer on earth. And here we are, we have a chance because we're still alive. We made it. And those people can never, well, unless they choose to come back. Through Ifa says, the best way to choose another destiny is to reincarnate. So those are the little victories that little Baba has. I didn't want to do it, but I showed up. Well, how he's going to mend his relationship with his family on how his mood was when he got here, that is the mending. We're all menders. All of us. Right? So, I want to start with understanding that. I want to read a little verse from that'll help us really look at this, and then I'll go to some other ideas of how we can be menders and what victory looks at, and also what victory looks at even though we don't believe it. Okay? So it's on my phone here. Give me a sec here. The life of an abo has changed. Okay. So again, benevolence is an act of kindness. Now think about how many people you were kind to today on the way here. Did you reach out? Did you anybody? Did you reach out to anybody? Right? So repeat after me. Ikaw Tura. Benevolence never kills. Wickedness is undesirable. These were Ifa's declarations to Orunmila when he was going to initiate a benevolent person and initiate a wicked person at the same time. He was advised to offer both. Now, just hear me out. That's it. I'm going to talk about it. What is benevolence a bit again? Active, just a small act of kindness, courtesy, act of kindness. It never kills. It never kills the person who's being benevolent. Right? Now, when I'm saying that also, I'm also saying that you'll hear this in this, what is this? Western civilization. Kill them with kindness. Right? Right? Your enemies. Thank you. I love this one. When I get that feedback and I know I don't agree with it, you'll hear Akishan say, hey man, thank you for your feedback.
Okay.
But I have to accept it and I have to look at it. I have to take it in. We talked about taking it in, identifying it for yourself, and saying thank you. I am perfect. I didn't expect standing here like this, but I did have a dream. Right? Everybody has a dream of what they want to do. And I'm living it. So you guys can live it too. Looking at yourself, identifying those things. I'm not still saying I'm not perfect. But acts of kindness, benevolence never kills. Wickedness does. And Ifa cares about the wicked person just as much as the benevolent person. He initiates them at the same time. Got it? So think about your acts of kindness. Who do you talk to? Just you might text your sister, your brother, your auntie. For me, I used to have this ongoing with my grandmother before she transitioned, like talk to her every morning. When she's gone, who's going to take her place? right? That's what we should be thinking about, like, and preparing folks to be by our sides like that, okay? So, now let's talk about that. Let's talk about understanding the differences between who's for you and who's against you, the difficulties that we might have, but yeah, that's a victory for you. He came. That struggle, that is what I'm talking about. This is the act of kindness. How do I say, thank you, son, you came, even though it was difficult? You might be an act of kindness, right? That helps the spirit, okay? So, let's repeat after me. Let the spoilers continue to spoil things in front. We shall continue to mend them from behind. Those were false declarations. For Abede, the needle. The same was also declared for Obed, the knife. When they were both fighting for supremacy. They were advised to offer a bow. You've heard this story here. Baba will use it. I want you to look at it in a different perspective now. Alright? Spoilers. The people who are come, they're kind of wicked. Their intention is not pure heart. Benevolent person, kindness, you gotta be pure when you do it. The kids, they'll point it out. Dad, you're just doing it because you gotta do it. You know? You're just doing it. Like, no, man. Like, and I have to check myself. No, I love this. I'm so thankful for that. This is so hard for me right now. I got this. Dad, you said, I know I got it. It didn't come in the time that you said, but it's about to be done. The pancake. You know, like small things, okay? Mending. Okay, now it is clear that those who engage in anger, I want you to understand this. People who engage in anger, hatred, envy, wickedness, pride, selfishness, greed, and intolerance will never triumph over the benevolent. So that is the thing. Regardless of what we're doing here, no one can triumph over that, your kindness. If you're kind with it, there's no wickedness that can change direction. The only person that can change it is your life experiences, your traumas, right? Think about what those are, how your Odu, when we learn what our Odu is, what our march is on this, our orders are for this world. I'm going to just speak to it like a warrior because that's who I am. Like, when God gave me my order, he said, Akishano, I want you to do this. I'm looking at it. You want me to take over that? You do that? How am I going to? You are going to be able to do that. The right people are going to be right. This is your job. Right? Everybody receive that. When you receive it, our job to help these little small trees is to understand it now. You hear a lot of people, I was talking to Olunla about this the other day. You hear a lot of people like, well, I need more information. I need more. No. Go back and make sure you really understand what you've already been given. Those are parts of victory. You've already been given some things that you're doing daily. Your wake-up routine, your get-up routine, how you treat yourself, how you look in the mirror and say, you know what, I look good today. Or, you know what, it's a tough day, but the tough day will only last 15 minutes. Your traumas make it last for the whole day. I had a day. This is the worst day in the whole world. Well, all it was because you spilled coffee on your, and I had this on the way to work. Right? It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. How with it is a small little victory, okay? So remember how I deal with myself and others, the anger, the envy, I want what they have, the hatred. Those are things that people do have. And you'll find them out in the world when you're being benevolent. Okay, so repeat after me. No, let me just say the story first. I think it's very important. So, you know, Abere, the needle, we all know what the needle's job is. It's what keeps our clothing together. It's a mender. Baba talked about this plenty of times. Knife. The knife, Obed, has a job too. It cuts things, it cuts open, you know, like, the story was that Obed and Abede were really good friends, and they would hang around each other all the time because they had specific jobs. At a certain point in their walk, they looked, Obed looked at the needle and said, "Man, you small.
Okay.
You so short.
You so short.
You know, I can't have you running around with me like this because, you know, like, I know you got a job, but you're making me look bad.
Dang.
You ain't as sharp as me.
Dang.
You poke, but you don't."
Dang.
All these negative things have been shouting out of me. Wow.
Right.
Right? And then I bet it was like, I thought we was cool. We've been doing this job for years. Why now? And Obed decided to say, you know what? That was now, this is then.
Huh?
You're gonna get people like that in your lives.
Switch it up.
Yep, real quick. How do you react? Now you're aware. Your awareness. This is small tips of victory, man. Small tips. You're aware now. You understand that that person has some animosity against you. And what's your job now? What do you do with the animosity? Do you still be angry at them? Hatred? Like, you know, the best thing is, we talk about, you want to be thankful to them? Well, thank you. Like, but the first thing is check it. What's going on here? What did I do? Nah, you too small, man. You can't hang on me. You know, like, you can't do those things, you know? So, again, it came to where all the elders got together and heard about what was happening with Abede and Obed, and they decided to put him to the test. The test was that, you know, that they would have these cloths and see who could do the best job with the cloth. I wore this today, kind of as representing, you'll see, I think, yeah, you guys got beautiful dresses on today. It shows kind of the embroidery, the differences of the patterns on our stuff. That's for a reason, is to talk about the needle. This is one fabric. In reality, these items are made out of different fabrics. Each piece is made out of different fabrics. Mm-hmm. So it's a reminder of Abede, right? Though Obed cut all the clothing up and all the fabric up, and then he looked at the job, because when they put together in battle to see who would be better and who was the elder, Obed cut everything up and looked at it, and they're like, well, what the heck are we supposed to do with all this stuff now? And then Obed was confused and he walked away. He was like, well, y'all figured it out. I did what I had to do. I did a dang good job at it. But nobody understood what the purpose of it is for. Going back to Odu, going back to doing Dafa, going back to understanding where we are in those moments. It's so real. So it became to the point that even after that, then he like, hey, maybe be kind. What can I do with this? I'm gonna mend it together, and I got some ideas of what I can do. Boom, you see this, mended it all together. This is for our families too. This is so for our families. This is so for the people who didn't make it and are online listening to it today. There's the reasons why they can't be here, whether they be far or not. But they choose what they choose, and hopefully that comfortability changes to where they say, I need people around me to help mend. That's one way we can see if people are alive. One way we could say, how are you doing? The benevolent person will always do this, and I realize this on earth. Check this out. Real talk, Baba. You ready? Hey, how's your bakery doing? It's real talk. It's good? How do you know it's good, man?
People can come.
Is he coming? Hey, I tried your scones the other day. It was delicious, bro. It was so delicious.
Finger looking
You know, I told myself, yo, I gotta get some. I even shared it with people at my job. So that's a real talk. Check this out, what I'm talking to you about now. See it in me what I just did, because I do this on a daily. Baba, if you win, I win. Well, how do I win? I take what you've done that's so beautiful and I share it with people that I love. Small tips,
Big tip. That's a big one.
right? I share it. I gotta reach out to people too. What are you doing? You gotta be careful at the same time. You don't wanna overextend that generosity and that benevolence because one's traumas might feel like they could get hurt. Right? So you were put out in a spot. You didn't even know that was happening today. But that's part of our little jobs. When the Abede mends, he mends completely. Who do you think became the elder? Obed or Abede?
Abede.
Abede is the elder of Obed. Right? So, let's just do this. So, now we know the importance of being menders. The knife has a job and we'll pull it out when we need to. Okay? Let's go to this other verse here. Repeat after me. Oye kumeji.
Oye kumeji.
Akere bake.
Akere bake.
The leopard skin
The leopard skin
shall be spread for a long distance.
shall be spread for long distance.
This was Ifa's declaration
This was Ifa's declaration
to Ajah,
to Ajah,
the dog.
the dog.
When he and
He and
Odigan,
Odigan, Ogidan,
when he and Ogidan,
when he and Ogidan,
the leopard,
the leopard,
were after each other
were after each
in
other
animosity.
in animosity,
He was advised to offer a bow.
he was advised to offer a bow.
Now, remember, our job is to identify where's the benevolence, the act of kindness here. Remember, the pure of heart, a person who's benevolent, wickedness can never affect. Here's the story. Well, I've said this story plenty of times. I want to see you a different perspective today. So, Ajah, the dog, says, you know what? I've been working with the leopard for a long time. We don't get along. They're going at each other in animosity. What the dog do? The dog is smart. The dog is smart. Very good instincts. He said, I'm gonna go talk to the owl. He goes to the owl, casts the file, Oyeko Meiji shows. Now, the dog had plenty of colleagues, plenty of friends, okay? He goes to the owl that shows up and he said, hey, this is what we need to do for the abo. This is the first time I'm ever gonna mention abo materials, and I think it's important for this one. The abo materials for this is 2 roosters, 20 razors, and feed Eshu one of those roosters. So, that's what the abo says to Ajah. Ajah says, okay, yeah. There's also a wool that goes to that to pay for those things, and the owl is definitely gathering all those stuff and making sure that they do it if the person on the other side wants to follow up with it. Okay? So Ajah was like, okay, cool. What am I gonna do with 20 razors? What am I? 2 roosters? Nah. I got plenty of roosters at home, man. I'm good. He goes back. He decides, you know what? I'm gonna just talk to my people about it. I got plenty of money. I don't need to do that. Thank you, but thank you for that. Did I talk to you about how the dog needed to change his character?
Or maybe.
I did not.
Okay.
I did not. What am I talking to you about today? Benevolence and victory. What it really means. I want you to look at that in that perspective. What kind of act of kindness did the dog have when he realized what was going on in his life and wanted to do a change? What did he want to do? Animosity. I'm gonna get rid of this person. How do I do it? How can I be victorious? People will go into the fire for that reason and be like, hey, how can I be victorious over this situation? And they'll get the information. They'll get the understanding of what they need to do with their character. Alright? All Ajah needed to do is the above. But here I am talking about benevolence and character and victory. Okay? Acts of kindness. No acts of kindness here from Ajah, the dog. Goes back to his friends, actually spreads the fire to other people. Alright? Now everybody has a different perspective about Ogidan. So, you know, he just simply ignored it. Right? So now, repeat after me. Pake. The leopard skin shall be spread out at a long distance. This was Ifa's declaration. Ogidan, the leopard. When he and Ajah, the dog, were after each other in animosity. He was advised to offer a bow. Okay, now we get these opportunities to change our lives. So now the different story is, what did Agidan do? He says, oh my gosh, I want to know how I can change this situation. I'm fearful. This person has a lot of friends. I'm just trying to do my job as best as I can. I want to point it out. The needle and the knife had similar situations, right? The needle knew, hey, I can't compete with the knife. That's how I can compete, but I know what I can do. Same with the Ajah, the dog, and Ogidan was like, hey, I can't compete with that. The amount of people you got compared to myself. The leopard and panther are solitary animals. They don't run in packs. Think about animals that run in packs, like lions, hyenas, wolves, right? Dogs, cats. You see them in packs? No. Okay, so think about that. So we talked about today how to know people are alive, how that we need wisdom to get through it, how we're thankful for these folks who come to us with pointing fingers or trying to help us understand ourselves, because there's different ways of doing this, right? And how we act, we can say out of kindness. Well, what happened? The leopard had an opportunity to go to the dog and say, what's going on? But the dog was not having it. There's some people in our lives, even though we have acts of benevolence, that it still won't penetrate their heart, because their heart is not pure as someone who's being benevolent. Benevolent never kills, right? So for you to be benevolent is never wrong, even at the most weirdest times. Okay? Going through that as we're searching through our heads for situations that we can apply it to, right? So Ogidan went to the same Awo. He was told, hey, these are the bow materials. This is what you need to do. Now, I need you to be confident. And the only person that complied was Ogidan. He bought the 20 razors, got the 2 roosters, fed one to Eshu. I'm not going to say what happened to the other rooster. And that is what he needed. Eshu came to town. Eshu has a job. Love this part. You know, like the holder of all that Ide and where it goes. You know, like the super dope mailman. You know? Yep. And so he came to town and said, you know what? We're going to do this for yourself. We're going to, how many razors did I say? 20. Yeah, we're paying attention, right? How many fingers and toes do I have? 20. Ashley said, you know what? We're going to change your nails and we're going to put the razors in the place of the nails. Boom. You know? And you already gave your bow to Eshu. Eshu's there to help you. Once you complete your task and you do the things that you need to do, the people, ancestors, when we win, they win. When you win, I win. When I win, I'm going to share with you because I want you to smile with me. Not to be all arrogant about my stuff, but to be like, dude, we got this. Right? So, long story short, Ogidan goes home. what happens? Yeah, the pack's coming. Yep, the pack is coming. I told this story before, but I want to talk about a different perspective. How many friends does Ogidan have that I told you about? You know, right? 0. Ogidan goes home. What's the first thing that happens? I'm gonna just talk about myself. There is a way the world has put people in my lives and then takes them away. And I go, well, it's an empty house this week. And then it has a way of bringing people into my life. And I go, it's a full house this week. It's a matter of perspective, right? Part of discipline, another tip for victory, doing the right thing when no one's looking. That's for all of us. Practical tips. Victory, you want victory? Do it when no one's looking. No one gives a dang, doesn't care about what's going on. What do you do with that time? What do you do with it? So, I'm going to talk about myself in the aspect of Ogidan. I go at home, I'm there, house, I got these razors, I fed Eshu, I feel good about it. You know what I mean? And I go like this. Ain't no one going to come to save me, bro. I'm in this alone. Again, how do you tell someone's a lie? You need good people in your life. Another little practical tip. You need good people in your life. Once you find them, do your best to keep them. And let them weed themselves out. At a certain point, you got to say, hey, you want to be here? Right? At a certain point. And this is just for their OE. They get to hear this message, right? Things are easy at home alone when you're doing nothing. We talked about it. It's easy. You can do whatever the heck you want. I can, walk around. I'm gonna cook right now. I'm gonna watch my shows. I can play my video games. I can do all those things, right? But what am I taking with me when I'm on the street and on the road? What kind of acts of benevolence am I showing? Okay, so that's a challenge here. So, Ogidan followed instructions. Benevolence never kills, I talked about it. Victory is not about victory. Going back to the Olympics, the competition is to better ourselves against the world. Okay? It's not to say I'm better. If I win a gold, good job, Akishano. You won a silver, good job. But I think the Olympic as a whole is a winner.
Right.
For me, okay, United States got 400 gold medals. Oh, good for you. Like Puerto Rico got 1 bronze. Okay, that's fine. The idea is it's a win for everybody in this Ile, in this temple, in Segunda Ring, because they have a job to do. They have a job to do. And it's not which temple's doing better than the other one. It's, you know what? The Olympics was successful. I would love to pull the ratings. How many people watched it? Millions. Because somehow, some way, they knew their country was there, being represented. Or they liked a certain part, water polo, or they watched cricket. You know what I mean? Like, all these different games that are being played, but people practice it. We should be practicing Ifa like that. We should go home, and this is what I'm doing, lifting weights. It's sore today. My neck is sore. Because I'm doing the hard things when you're not looking. Right? You're doing the hard things when people aren't looking. Part of discipline. Doing the right thing when no one's looking. Right? So, again, so repeat after me. Oni. Ogidan comply.
Ogidan comply.
With the advice of the Awo.
With the advice of the Awo.
It is all lies.
It is all lies.
It is simply a bid to engage in unrealistic gossip.
It is simply a bid to engage in unrealistic gossip.
400 dogs
400 dogs
cannot overcome the leopard.
cannot overcome the leopard.
It is all lies.
It is all lies.
Shit. So I kind of broke it down. I'm learning how to do this. It blows my mind, my ability to understand it now, and I'm trying to share that part. So when I'm by myself at home, whatever I'm doing, my confidence level drops because I have to encourage me. Hey man, you said you would do this. I might get a call. I might call somebody. Yo, I'm just keeping myself accountable to someone. I love doing that. I said I would do it. I'm here doing this right now. I'm not gloating in that. But let me tell you something. Once Ogidon realized the power and the confidence of what he had on him, that's when life changed. Once you, Victorious, once you, once me, once us realize the power that we have inside of us, it don't matter who's outside the door. Because your job is to learn how to use it. When Ogidon went outside and finally said, I can't do this anymore, I can't live this way, and went like this, get away from me, and killed 100 dogs with one swipe of his hand, that's when he knew the power that he had, and he said, oh my gosh. Sometimes we're oblivious to the power that Ifa gave us. Okay? And it's for a reason. I'm glad that some of us are humble with our razors. And I'm glad that some people understand that we got razors, don't make me pull them out. So that is just the part of being victorious. Think about it like that. Our job is not to be angry, because angry means we'll react in a certain way. That's not being kind. So investigate. Part of those victorious practical tips are: know what your direction, what are you called for? If you don't, find somebody who can help you. Be around good people. How do you spend your time alone? Right? How do you utilize that time? If it's for you to veg, okay, cool, do it. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying be aware for what you're doing. Why do you like those things that you're doing? When people are around you, how do you treat them? Alright? We need each other. Yes, Olodumare gave us a call, an Odu, but the only way to act it out and to be really great at it is to be like, hey, yeah, I love it when you're by. You heard me? I love it. Yeah, you know. You know what? Hey, I love it when we do those things. I love it when we talk about, well, this is what we got going on. How do we better ourselves? We are not alone. You're not alone. So let's work at that part, okay? So be kind, but it never kills, even though you don't feel like doing it. That's all the practical tips I have today that I can give you. That's a lot. Absorb what you've been told today, and just move it from there. All right? So again, if you don't know what those are, talk to the members. You know, if you are a member, that's wonderful. Get connected. Don't just be a member that comes in and out whenever you please, online or whatever. Oh, I want to participate now, I'm going to send you a message. No, find a way to stay connected. I'm talking to myself too. All right? So let's practice these practical tips so that we can be victorious, okay? So we're going to do Through Ifa, see what Ifa has to say for the temple with this, and then...
Do we have the bucket? Hello, everybody.
Okay, so...
It should be. It's on the thing.
Let's go. You can probably... it's actually because doing it and this at the same time is kind of difficult.
Okay.
But this is the first one you should learn.
Okay.
You know? Right? Some people go to the easy stuff. But yeah, so I'm gonna go first. who's gonna be doing that? answers so that we all know?
Very well for us.
Watch our anger with the logo.
So, we got, okay, Esther anger very well for us.
Yes.
And anything else before we go to this part? No, and then, Danielle was saying that, again, we shouldn't be the ones that are angry.
Right.
We talked about that today. So, control your anger, just be kindness, kill them with kindness. You know what, thank you for that, I appreciate you sharing about it. Why is this? Investigate, right? And then at that point, show benevolence.
We can put our anger into being determined
Okay, I love
towards our
that.
goals.
Okay.
The anger to build grit and passion for like our victory that we're gonna see in the future.
Right. Right, whether small or big, all right? So we'll call on the Holy Oshatura. Anybody want to do it?
The first one, I don't know.
Okay, all right. Where?
Let me put this.
You know what I want you?
You want to do it? Yeah. Just checking. Small victory. Yes, ma'am. Tiny. Wait, hold on. Go ahead. Repeat after me.
Repeat after me. Oshitura.
Oshitura.
Tiny on the feet of Tibu.
Tiny on the feet of Tibu.
The sharp of Kamui is not big enough to be used as headgear.
It's not big enough to be headgear.
Haven't been enough to be made as headgear.
Hasn't been enough to be
I
headgear.
would have taken it home and adorned my head with it.
I would have taken it home and adorned my head with it.
These were Ifa's
Declarations.
declarations to our Arella.
This is our declaration to our ruler.
Our spiritual mission to Edgewood.
When going on the spiritual mission to Edgewood land,
We call on Locust Bean Sellers.
We call on
Locust Bean Sellers.
And pay her money.
And pay her money.
We call on Arella with respect in Edgewood land.
follow the ruler with respect to Edgewood land.
Oh, yeah, Arella is a good owl.
Share our ruler as a good owl.
I said you can.
Okay, Oshatura.
Oshatura.
The broken calabash.
The broken calabash.
Carry a bowl.
To carry a bowl.
Besides the Eshu shrine.
Besides the Eshu shrine.
He was the awoke.
He was the awoke.
To cast Ifa.
To cast Ifa.
For the slender ocean.
For the slender ocean.
When he was going to a boat.
When he was going to carry a bowl.
From earth to heaven.
From earth to heaven.
Now, those who are in need of wealth.
Those who are in need of wealth.
Come and send Ifa and Aaron.
Come and send me Father and Aaron.
O'Shea is carrying a boat in heaven if you have any.
O'Shea is carrying a bowl in heaven if you have any message to send.
Those in need a spouse.
Those in need a spouse.
Come and send Ifa and Aaron.
Come and send me Father and Aaron.
O'Shea is carrying a boat in heaven if you have any message to send.
O'Shea is carrying a bowl in heaven if you have any message to send.
Those who are in need of children.
Those who are in need of children.
Come and send Ifa and Aaron.
Come and send me Father and Aaron.
O'Shea is carrying a boat in heaven if you have any message to send.
O'Shea is carrying a bowl in heaven if you have a message to send.
Those who are in need of long life.
Those who are in need of life.
Come and send Ifa and Aaron.
Come and send me Father and Aaron.
O'Shea is carrying a boat in heaven if you have any message to send.
Carrying a bowl in heaven if you have any message to send.
Those who are in need of victory.
Those who are in need of victory.
Come and send Ifa and Aaron.
Come and send me Father and Aaron.
O'Shea is carrying a boat in heaven if you have any message to send.
O'Shea is carrying a bowl in heaven if you have any message to send.
Those in need of all you did in life.
Those who are in need of all the red life.
Come and send Ifa and Aaron.
Come and send me Father and Aaron.
O'Shea is carrying a boat in heaven if you have any message to send.
O'Shea is carrying a bowl in heaven if you have a message to send.
Ashe.
Ashe.
Now we'll do it. Oh, they went through it? What, no? Ashe, what you said? Ashe, what you said?
Asheisha, leno mio. Ashe orisha, leno mi. Bobo último, ba mamauyo. Irole oba, ifa oba o. Ashe orisha, leno mi.
Ashe orisha, leno mio. Ashe orisha, leno mi. Bobo último, ba mio. Irumele oba, ifa oba o. Ashe orisha, leno mi.
Let the Ashe and the Risha manifest in our mouth. Let the Ashe and the Risha manifest in our mouth. Every time we are saying, we follow here.
And Blumele also.
Me and Rumley will also hear. Let everything we, I forgot.
Let the Ashe reach
Let the Ashe reach us.
Ashe.
Boy, let the Asu. Ifa obolorun. Ati bati aju. Ifa obolorun. Oshe aruela ifa ti bo.
Boy, let the Asu. Ifa obolorun. Àtìbàtì àjò. Ifa obolorun. Oshe aruela ifa ti bo.
Ifa, all the praises that we, all the references that we give you heard in heaven. All the, also the praise that we give you. Share the weather. Ifa, I heard it all. Ifa, we are giving you praise. We're thankful. We ask for forgiveness for the things that we need to continuously need to work on and what we can only control. Ifa, we ask you to support us in all these things. And we also ask you to remove the death, sickness, litigation, strife, losses, delusions, fears, contention, and decapacitate those who send negative energies and spirits against us and our loved ones, and return it to the sender. Bless us, bless our home, bless our family, bless our vision, bless our Ifa with peace of mind, bless our ears to listen to the counseling we've been given today. Bless our tongues to speak positively and things to manifestation. Bless our hands to continue to work and bring prosperity to us and our loved ones. Bless our legs to continue to walk on the journey to our destiny. Bless us with good bless us with good strategies. Bless us with good people around us. Bless us with the ability to defeat all our enemies. Bati wilo mari, bati wilo mari, bati wilo mari, bati wilo mari, and we and ROT Romo, bati wilo mari, bati wilo mari. Bati wilo mari, bati wilo mari, and we are bati wilo mari, Ashe. May everything that we pray for today come to pass. Ashe. I think I was a little ahead. That was early. Like that too, Bob.
Thank you guys. Thank you everybody online. Have a great day. Yeah.
And pull down.